What's up, YouTube? Poor.Mans.Podcast back with another video. Today's video is going to be Chivalry is Dead, calling out the male community, all right? Before I get into the video, though, I got to do the YouTube stuff. The goal is 20,000 subscribers by June. It's a crazy goal. It's a big goal, but it's my goal, all right? And the only way I'm going to get to my goal is if you give me the HBO special. Do you know what the HBO special is? That's the Help a Brother Out special, all right? So go on and help a brother out. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. I'm going to give y'all a second to do that. All right, now let's get to it. Chivalry is Dead, calling out the male community. Let's see what she got to say.
Okay, this is a quick video. Maybe not quick. I'm really pissed, man. I'm pissed at this generation, specifically within the male community. People who do TikTok, or who have TikTok, and know the trend about simps. I don't know where that came from, man.
Just to go ahead and interrupt already, it came from and is a direct influence and a kickback of a movement developed by women in the 60s, okay? And I'm not gonna, it wasn't really developed in the 60s, but it was definitely, that's when it started to pick up most of its traction. All right, and I'm not gonna say what that movement is, because if I say what that movement is, YouTube has a funny way of demonetizing videos when you talk about that word. All right, so the women's movement is what we like to refer to it as, if you get what I'm saying, if you get my drift, has caused a lot of men to realize, why are we being marginalized? We've been doing the same thing consistently for the women around us forever, under every circumstance. No matter what, we've always protected and provided for the women around us. Not only that, but there have been men that have gone out and done significantly more, like created iPhones, like created webcams, like created microphones, like created YouTube. All right? So this movement and the word simp comes as a direct kickback or response to that movement. That's where it came from. Is that simple? And I don't think it's just a trend. I think this is a thing now. This is the new move. Men are starting to wake up and realize that, oh, you don't want equality. You want to dominate the world is what you're trying to do. You want femininity to dominate the world, which has never been shown to work in any society, by the way, but that's what you want. And we're not going to be put into some box because you're now not looking for equality. Now you're looking to be better than. All right. And men are not going for that. I'm sorry to go on a rant early in the video. Let's continue the video. I'm sure it's going to be plenty of rants in this one. Let's go.
Let me just see where that came from, because what the actual heck? Simp, a silly or foolish person. What is a simp short for? Somebody, sucker who idolizes mediocre pussy. Well, it is really, really sad for me to see that some guys will call out other guys for being a simp, when really all that guy is doing is nothing but treating the girl right. I've seen some TikTok videos out there that are like, really guys who are respecting women, and there's comments from the male community saying that they are simps. Bro, I swear to God. What happened? What happened to old school chivalry? What happened to respecting a woman? What happened to respecting each other?
What happened to it is that women's movement that I talked about a second ago, it killed it. All right. It made it not okay for men to do certain things. Women don't understand that it's sexual assault nowadays if you try to speak to a woman, if you try to get a woman's attention, if you try to, talk to a woman. If you try to talk to a woman and you're not attractive, if you're not a woman that the guy likes and finds attractive, or that the girl likes and finds attractive, it's now sexual assault. So how do we even know if we're able to hold a door for you without that being some kind of assault? Or how do we know if we're able to come up and speak to you and show that we're interested in you without that being assault? Because you call it assault if we're not attractive. That's all it is. Most of the things that women call sexual assault wouldn't be sexual assault if they were interested in the man. Let's keep it completely honest. All right. And that isn't to say that there aren't bad men that do bad things. Of course, there are those men, but I'm not going to be able to answer for all of those men, because there are just bad people in the world. And there's nothing I can do for that. All right. But you have to choose as a woman what you want. All right. Do you want to be equal, quote unquote? Or do you want to be treated like a woman? You have to make a choice. All right, here's the thing. You think you can have your cake and eat it too. Men have understood for centuries that there is a such thing called sacrifice. All right, if you want one thing, it's going to cost you something else. You go to the store, you want a candy bar, it's going to cost you $1. You want, quote unquote, to be a man, it's going to cost you all those chivalrous things those chivalrous advantages you used to get previously. All right. So you're no longer asking for equality when you want everything to be equal to men, and you want to be men, but you want men to treat you with advantages like a child. You want to be a man, but you want to be treated like a child. And men are okay with protecting and providing women who want to be feminine, women who want to be women. Men have always been okay with doing that. What arose, or what just popped up out of nowhere, was this movement saying that men had, in some kind of way, have been treating women poorly. All right? And it's just not true. We've always worked together, and that's the only way we've gotten here. As a whole, as humanity, we've always worked together, and that's the reason we got through all the hardships. Okay? Now you fought for this thing that you thought was the grass was greener on the other side. You thought that being a man or being equal and being in the workforce was just some party. But it ain't. It's very competitive. Ain't no man gonna hold the door for me when I'm 20 feet away. Ain't no man gonna be expected to come around and open the car door for me. Ain't no man gonna be expected to buy me drinks, because men don't treat other men like that, because we're competitive. If you want to jump into that competitive arena, be prepared for what it's gonna come with. Be prepared for what it's gonna come with. All right, so you got to choose what you want. You can't have everything. You can't be quote unquote equal and then also get advantages on top of that. Let's continue the video.
Calling out a guy for what? I know some of my girlfriends, we've spoken about this. They don't like when other guys call other guys simps. It's just dumb. This generation is freaking dumb. It's stupid. Why are we so stupid? Literally.
Makes me so mad.
It's like we've gone completely backwards. Everything from the olden days, but respect in general. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I think simping is? I think simping is those guys who pay for OnlyFans.
Girls OnlyFans.
That is a sucker. What is that definition again? A sucker who idolizes mediocre pussy. That's exactly what a simp is, okay? It's not a guy who is treating a girl special, who's making her happy. You're all bullshit. What the You look at like Leonardo DiCaprio, right? And his movies of like romance, The Titanic, The Great Gatsby. I don't know, whatever. He's like the ultimate romantic kind of character. He plays in like half the movies. Half of these boys in this generation is gonna call him a simp? Excuse me, get your freaking facts and your horses in line. I don't want this generation growing up to think that treating a girl with respect is classified as being a simp. Making a girl happy is classified as being a simp. That is not what I want this generation to grow up as. Who is raising you? Who is raising you? Why you treat your mom with respect? You're a simp? Is that what it is? You are canceled. Whoever uses that word, I don't care if you're a friend. I don't care if you're a brother. I don't care if you are a fan. I don't want to know you. It's just like saying a girl who's giving herself to a guy is classified as a slut.
Where does this come from?
Generation is absolutely bullshit. I'm done, man. I'm done. A guy buying a girl flowers, taking her out for dinner. He's a simp. I think that's all I have to say. Honestly, I'm just sick of this generation. I really wish that we could all just get along. Boys. By you saying that doesn't make you any more of a man. You're not. You're insecure. You're jealous. You're jealous that you can't do that. That's all it is. Step up, okay? I would much rather talk to a simp than to talk to you.
If all you can offer is your dick,
That's just absolutely not true. We've seen on so many occasions, because a lot of times when a man is a simp, and this is why it's just not true. When a man is a quote-unquote simp, a lot of the time it exuberates femininity. It shows that a woman is on the forefront of his priority, and that's usually not attractive, because if a woman is on the forefront of your priority, you don't have drive to go out and get pretty much everything that women want, which is the resources. So if your priority is on a woman and you're simping for a woman, it shows that you're too narrow. You're not focused on the right thing. Women like resources. So when you go out and get resources, that's going to be more attractive than you spending all of your time and all of your waking day praising a woman. It's unattractive. It's feminine. It's a very feminine thing to do. Okay. And women, regardless of what they say about masculine men, they do not like feminine men. You will be laughed at. You will be disrespected. Okay. So don't listen to that. And that's just the first thing. Second thing is this. And I waited patiently to say this, but the mother argument, stop. You're just not my mother. Okay? Why do every woman try to relate how a man's supposed to treat them like he treats their mother? Okay? And even your mother, you have no obligation to treat them right if they didn't treat you right raising you. Okay? I'm not saying you have some obligation to even treat your mother right. Everybody deserves the respect that they have earned. Okay? So if your mother has been good to you, of course we're going to treat our mothers right because they raised us. You're just some woman on the street that would happily take advantage of any man that you can. Let's just continue the video before I go into a whole nother rant.
Simp. Okay, that's how it should be. That's how the word should be used, okay? Thank you. Have a nice day. Everybody, I wish you all the best. If you really, really care or whatever, if you want to support me and donate, I've got a Patreon where you can just talk to me and donate. It's like $5 or something. And everything will be going towards producing better content for you and towards my Twitch streaming. So go follow that. All the links are in the description. Plus, I also have this gaming tier where you...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm done. All right. So I understand what this is. This is a big old commercial. Okay? It's a big old commercial, and I'm going to explain to you why. There's a conflict of interest here. And the conflict of interest is this. She's a Twitch gamer. Okay? Men know this. The only women that are putting on makeup to play video games in front of a camera are women that take advantage of simps. Her whole business thrives on simps. That's like, I don't know. What do I even relate that to? It's just such a big conflict of interest, and it's so obvious. Your market is literally simp. So of course you're gonna say that it's bad for a man to, or that it's good for a man to simp because you directly profit from it. So this video is a huge conflict of interest. That kind of put a nail in the coffin in it for me. It almost seems as if it's parody, satire. It just seems not genuine. Most women like to say that they want this kind of guy, and then guys from experience and the guys that probably are listening to this video understand that this is not what women actually want in men. Women enjoy masculine men that have a goal, that are ambitious, and that will fight for hell to get there. All right? They will fight for hell. They will fight to the death to get to that goal. That's what women admire in a man. All right? Till next time.